Budango alikuwa mnoma. Alikuwa nakaa home 3 days. Anachukua bag yake ameenda hiyo place ingine. Cheki, okay, I am leaving. Cheki, bye. Sasa zingine tulikuwa nena naye when we were younger. Anasema we're going to auntie's house. Kumbe auntie atakuwa mom after a while. This is an aunt who's becoming a mom. So alikuwa amejipanga hivyo. And it's funny, my mom, ukiona hiyo reaction, madam, they don't change. They always feel bad when you're leaving. Even if she has accepted you're a polygamous guy or something of the sort, you'll never reach a point where she's happy. Ukitoka kwa hao unaenda kwa hao ya dem mwingine. It'll never ever happen. You know, but the kids we are very close. You know, we have a nice relationship. Tuna WhatsApp group imejaa wase wengi. So
the 3 families, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, you get along.
The children, we are all we get along. We talk, we meet, you know. In fact, one of my closest brothers is not my real brother, it's one of my step brothers. So I like that about how he set us up. There's no that rivalry and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. But nasema mama hakuwaga happy.
Mama maze meet kulikuwa na tension fulani. Kwa sababu zingine unapata mother amekam alafu amepata, because see I told you the time I used to live in Nakuru. So budango akiwa Nakuru, saa zingine akona wife hapa, and then now my mom comes or her she comes. So you see there was always that tension kwa nyumba, like and all these women are here in this house, even for the children. Like we are like, this is weird. Now mabuda kitambo, they were very I don't think us guys are like those guys.
But unaweza try to imagine if there's like a Buddha flani who's dictatorial. I feel like today I feel like a foursome. Na kila mtu lazima afanye kila nafaa kufanya. Unacheza ni.
Check the things you do in private. Do them now with us together.
Inaweza kuwa ni some.
But I don't think that ever happened. But those Buddhas for kitambo, I've always thought they were us guys are a bit, maybe now we are cultured in quotes, but those days I think they were dictatorial. Like for you to pull that off, that you bring another woman here and there's another woman, how do you do that?
Afuna nini kile tunasema ni we are married to the modern woman.
Yes,
they dude still 2022 kesho naleta bibi mwingine, naleta mwenzako kesho, kwa hiyo inakuwa halafu the dude saying naleta mwenzako, he's not even wealthy. He's somewhere in a slum plan, he's struggling with life. He's convinced another man's daughter to come struggle. Like,
no, but the thing is too expensive, man. Like being polygamous is a very expensive thing. So it's weird that the poor are the ones who are still polygamous.
Still doing that shit.
Me my wife, tuko naye solo, lakini
maisha ina
ana dish. Leo nilikuwa naangalia fridge, juzi nimeshop, fridge is empty man. Chiki, no, you can't ask directly. So I'm just like, the milk is finished. Like, you ask it like a hint, like, you can't ask, hey, where's the milk? So I'm like, now you have 2 of those things. And then the cost of fuel, for example, like moving from one house to another, unaenda hapo una shop tena, then you come back to this other house. How
tricky. Alafu kwanza nini hiyo lazima nikuulize, upenda sana kujoke your wife hiyo kuja kwa shows, una shows zote hiyo kama
kitambo alikuwa na come, nowadays she didn't come.
And
but tukianza alikuwa na come,
anajua separate the two. Like
the bullshit. Most of the jokes I do on stage ashazisikia kokeja.
Test na
music test na I just most of them, if not all. If not all.
Because we're gonna zoe.
If not all.
That we look for a mother in the women that we date. Remember your bullshit.
It's a true story.
I think about that.
It's true story, isn't it?
I don't know.
You've heard about that, though?
Yes, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
But the way you did it. Have this dude do ile story ati pia kuna kadem ulikuwa nakatia dem nono. You remember that bullshit of yours? Sasa haikuwa story ya wife, ilikuwa jua dem nono. Tini nje inasema ati vile alikuwa mnono mpaka ati kuna akioga anaoga na kitu ile ya kupanguza windows za gari. ni rasa
ukimosha mgongo
ukimosha mgongo sikia that
hiyo joke unajua ni one of the risky jokes.
I know
like that joke can go both ways. It can really kill or chicks or in this era people start saying you're fat shaming. So saying this is not a good this guy is fat shaming, but there's a way you're supposed to craft it so that no one feels funny about it. Nilifanya hiyo joke juzi kwa show ya Mamito and show ya Mamito had like 80% chicks if not 90 and you know so George Oeru George was like yani ama demo amecheka hiyo joke ya
walicheka
walicheka
kwa vile umesema hivyo nimeogopa
that's amazing. So it looks like there was none of the
I guess it's one of the well-crafted jokes.
Did George Oeru do his joke ile his girl in high school is 12 year older? There's this dark joke he had about aka girlfriend in high school or something. Inakaa kuifanya hapo because cancel culture you have to,
nowadays it's you can lose your job like this just kuna joke fulani mi uchapa but let me just change the characters so I normally say it's actually not a joke, it's just a statement to make guys react right so I normally say what is the difference let's say Kim Kardashian, okay so I normally use a local socialite, okay so I know, but for this let me use Kim Kardashian. So I say what is the difference between Kim Kardashian and Mount Kenya? Then obviously guys are waiting. Then I say the difference is only 8 people have been up Mount Kenya. Right. So
I think we make last time basalt to Mount Everest.
Yes, Mount Everest. So now there's a day I did that joke, then some chick was sitting right here next to the stage. We were at number 7. She was like, you're a sexist. So I'm looking at her like, and she was telling me while I'm continuing with the show. So you're a sexist, man. So she just kept repeating. So me, I was just ignoring her. I was just like pretending I'm not hearing. But so now after all she kept quiet, she relaxed, so she saw me ignoring her. So after the show she came and looked at me and told me, you're a sexist comedian. I said all right. So I just laughed it off and and lingered. But now that's the the world we're in right now. Anything you say can be taken to any extreme.
But I found your shit ilikuwa funny. I love your shit, like the way those sex jokes you make about wife wako ama your sex life. Find that shit to be hilarious, because I'm always like, it takes a woman who also loves comedy to separate herself from whatever you're doing on stage.
You've never heard me joking about how I don't have a toy?
Hiyo ndio kitu funny, like sijaisikia hiyo part. Because me, most of your jokes nikinini nasikia my wife this guy even majuzi kijoke ninja iko kwa stage na joke vile like ati me and my wife have problems, alafu dem flani yuko pale, are you single? Me and my wife have problems. That was some funny shit, like the way you're engaging the audience. And
no, I love doing a lot of crowd work. Most of the time I like the starting of the set, I just get fresh stuff from the audience. I just try and create material from the thing I'm engaging the audience with, and then is when I get into my material. So there are many jokes I do about not having a child. And those are true stories. Like trying to get a child and you're not getting the child. So I use that. It's true, but I make it funny from how I do it on stage. But it's actually true stories. Most of those are true stories. Guys laugh when I say about I'm with my wife and she's like, a movie reminds her of me. Then I'm like, why? She's like, because it's written there, coming soon. Like those are real. Like I normally do jokes which are true stories. Most guys think I don't have a wife, and most guys think it's just a joke. But most very good jokes are based on
real life.
Because we've not had a toy for many years.
Umekuwa mkitry? It's just
tumekuwa kitry. And I think it has reached a point where wife start amechoka nayo story. I don't think she even wants to. From the last conversations we've been having, I don't think she even wants a toy now. Because you try end month periods nakam anaboeka. Sometimes you think she's pregnant anakimbia. So I'm like, why are you going to get the pregnancy? So just chill kidogo, so that we know naturally. Then she's too anxious, she does the check, she's not pregnant. So I think it happened for a long time until she was just like, me I don't want to have a toy anymore.
Mshenda, your fertility clinic.
Now I've been trying to convince her to end it, but her she's not very keen. She's like, no, do you? She now has other reasons why she didn't want to have a toy. Yeah? But that thing of pressure is actually real.
Yeah.
The one for your mom, because now my mom, it has become now her problem. Even now I joke about that.
Yeah.
My mom has made it her problem to figure out why I don't have a toy. So she's like, why don't you go to hospital? Simwende tu hapa Aga Khan wako na section fulani hapo ya fertility. Ama ni wewe utaki watoto? Cheki mimi. So there's a day she even called my wife over and said saying, are you guys serious about getting a toy? Which is dangerous. Yeah. Because now the woman can start feeling like the pressure is from the whole family. Okay. But I love talking about it because I feel like many guys go through those things, especially in this modern world, but many guys don't talk about it. So I just try and destigmatize it by talking about it.
It's also interesting, like we've never talked about that, isn't it? Fertility.
Yeah, fertility.
Like I think you're the first person Miskia openly talking about that, trying and not.
Yeah. But there's a time she conceived.
Yeah.
Okay? But that was years ago. She conceived. Let me tell you guys something weird. Since this is one of those uncensored podcasts. Tamo mimi nilikuwa mse, like growing up, I was very scared of impregnating a woman. Because of the responsibility of taking care of a toy. So mimi nilikuwa mse wa withdrawal.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa master. In fact, I remember I used to really teach some of my friends.
You see preach hapa Iko Nini. We are known for preaching that gospel. Tulifanya mpaka hata when Abel Mtua came up, he is also a believer.
So maze naona niko hapa. So
I'm
say maze withdrawal nika. So I used to practice it. So I never ever got a toy.
Yeah.
And then even with my wife before now we got married. Bado nilikuwa tu mse withdrawal.
Yeah.
So now when I went back since I'm married, we got married, I was like, now I can have a toy. I think I'm ready. I can take care of a toy. She, funny enough, at that time she conceived, but something happened and we lost the baby. Some weird stuff happened. So now after now we lost the baby, and now going forward, nothing has ever happened. But I've never gone also to seek professional help. If I'm able to make, because she's also not very willing. She's very close. Kuna siku tulikuwa na hiyo conversation and paka akaanza kulia. So I'm like, paka unalia historia kupata mtoi kwani you don't want a toy now at this level. So but I don't want to push her. I guess eventually, because she's still young enough, eventually when she's ready, we can go and get checked. So maybe it's me, maybe it's her, I don't know, maybe it's us. Maybe it's just timing. You can never know what the heck the problem is, man.
Yeah. Alafu you let you pressure when having sex, because now you don't know if you're having it for fun.
I normally have it for fun, to be honest.
Yeah.
But sometimes, to be honest, nikiona msee na mtoi wake, saa zingine uko church, unaona mtoi hapo, watoi wameenda huko mbele, wanaombewa, sijui standard date. There was another day, paka nikaanza kushed Matthias. Bana. Cheki, all the standard date candidates, please come to the front. Cheki, baby. Mtu wangu angekuwa hapo. Kana kupata my emotions. So sometimes when I come across to ease, una mtu anacheza hapo nje, kuna hiyo feeling una feel. But it's on and off. It comes on and off. Obviously niko na mabeste wananichocha, cheki fanya hivi manu, chukua udem. Kuna dem fulani beste yangu hapo kwa hapa nini Kawangware. Hapa Kawangware. Enda, yeye anataka tu mtoi. Enda tu mange udem. Alafu umpe ball. Yeye ana pressure. Huwezi ishi bila mtoi, uko old. Unacheki? So men, when you sit together,
utajua iko na pressure. Before azaa itakuwa na pressure.
So when you sit together with guys, those are the stories they start telling you. Start telling you, manu kwani enda tu mange tu dem upate mtoi bana. So people say there's not a lot of stigma around not having a toy, but
do you know how bad it would be to discover who a dame, like after a few months you go like, you just do this for fun, right?
Yeah, who dame, who mwenye alikuwa anasema ama unasema wife?
Sule wa pressure.
No msa amesema who dame anakuja with a pressure free guarantee.
Sile nakwambia wewe pressure free. if the problem is on your side, that's when you're trying to enjoy.
Yeah, because it's the assumption that I am the one who doesn't have a problem, right? Yeah.
Yes, after sometimes she's like, you're just doing this for fun and it's not even fun for me.
Me, I want a kid. Hii inaweza kuwa pressure new.
Because nizafika zile levels anakwambia unamwambia apinduke iko no, we are not doing this for fun.
This is the style which guarantees conception.
We just drop your load and go.
But kuna hizo story, there's a time we had a fertility expert at our radio show, and he was saying many people think they're the fathers of their toys, but they're not. Because you see nowadays it's not open like kitambo. Your story tulikuwa about culture. So a woman knows yenyewe you can't do this thing. So she just goes out and apata. This guy was telling us about like this guy had like 7 kids, and then he thought all those kids were his. And then this guy now went and hooked up with another woman because he wanted to get younger toys. That's gonna excuse weird. So now this mother can't tell him, "Kia, hautapata watoi nowadays." Meaning she can't share what she did. So the guy goes out there to get younger toys with this chick. Nothing happens. So now unaona hiyo ni shida mbili. Number 1 is not getting a toy uko nje. Alafu number 2 is discovering, kumbe hao wengine wote are not mine.
That's pressure. That's a lot of pressure.
Do you think we should be having this honest conversations, especially for guys and girls who they really want to get children? Should you just sit down with your partner and tell them tufanye aje? Should I go impregnate a woman uko nje ama wewe unaonaje?
Because I think for girls kutakuwa na ile trick ya what if you go out there and that vagina is too good. Najua ile. So I don't think there's a woman who'll be comfortable with that, like you going out there and messing around. And for dudes it's also the same. Like if I'm not fertile, we are not having kids. Wacha tu tukufe tu hivi tu. You understand? Like for dudes, no one wants to.
Yeah, it's painful. Like, Can you imagine some guy just
yuko pale like mimi nishagundua
anageuza demu wako mbaya.
Sindio? Nishagundua ni doggy style, nikipump vizuri na nguvu kabisa.
Na nimsana kulanga ni kienyeji foods.
Kuna
mrenda you guy brown ugali. Hajayo ndani ya KFC. Miss jaingia KFC bro maze.
That's how I stay fit.
Can you imagine? Like how do you even match up to that in the future?
Hiyo ni shida.
Utakuwa damage reputation yako for life.
Si ndio? Alafu pia mentally utakuwa umeji affect yani. Like that's why musemaga like hata nikisikia that culture ya the Masais, like these were very strong dudes. Because me I don't think I'm that strong mentally. Like nipatane tu na dude asubuhi kwa mlango iko like asante kwa bibi.
Alafu wana discuss bibi yako kwa kikao. Chika kofiti huyo.
Hapo yangu. Hapo ulitusaidia bila wewe. It's inachukua certain
but we have to have that convo on how to deal with those things. That's why I like talking about it. Number 1, so that people don't think they're alone, because there are many guys suffering in silence. So the first thing is be open about it, talk about it. It's not out a daddy, you know. Si kitu uta daddy, just be free. Don't do those things of kwenda kutafuta dem secretly and then umpe ball. I find that to be a bit weird. Just look for an open solution, and it starts by talking about it in front of guys. Because mtu anaweza kuambia kitu like an friend of mine was telling me about a specific doctor where I should go to, and that's the one I was trying to interest my wife in Juicy. So if you share your problem, kuna mse around you anaweza kuambia solution. Kao besti yangu aliniambia he's been trying for like 4 years and he hadn't gotten a toy. And I never ever knew that story. So now when I was talking about it, he was like, hey, so jaribu udok. Mimi nilikuwa najaribu 4 years na hakuna kitu ilikuwa happen. So nikaenda kwa udok. But you can't get an info if you keep
about
quiet.
it. So what did the doctor recommend?
We didn't. Your boy? No, I didn't dive in. I didn't dive in. He wasn't ready to share all that info. But now he has a toy right now. But have you ever considered, sometimes I consider, what if I just live my life without getting a toy? Like,
there's also that aspect, especially if you're cool with it. Like kuna this comedian Bill Maher You know him, the
Bill
American. No, Bill Maher.
Oh, Bill Maher.
Mm.
Oh,
Bill
yeah.
Maher.
The host. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, namjua, yeah.
He's in his 60s.
Yeah.
Amebambika.
Yeah.
Like he talks so much shit about it because he does not want a kid. So there are people who don't want kids.
Yeah.
Like I think I've even seen online madam fulani wakisema they don't want kids.
Really?
And it's like cool. You don't want a kid, cool. The
Yeah.
only thing I think ile inaweza kuwa ni shida if such a girl ends up marrying some dude who wants a kid and then wants the dude to change
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Hapo ni tricky.
Yeah.
But if she can get another guy who does not want a kid, it's a perfect match.
Yeah.
Nacheki.
Because you see now me at all pressure because my wife doesn't want a kid.
Yeah,
and even
yeah.
me, I'm like, to be honest, do I really want to have a toy?
Yeah.
Because like the other things I can do. I was having this con with a friend of mine. I was like, why can't I do other things?
Yeah.
I can be a charity guy. I can, be helping other kids, paying for them school fees and stuff like that. So I think with this culture thing of you must have a kid.
Yeah,
My only
it's-
problem is, like, who is going to inherit my things? Like all these things I have. Niko na keja kite.
Yeah. See now
you're-
it's the nephews and the nieces. and the-
which one? How do you choose?
You'll have
The
to
one you're
choose
close
one.
to.
Yeah, the one you're close to. There's
Right.
that.
It's
Because
interesting.
even for me now, as a true typical Luo man, in true typical Luo culture, I don't have a kid. You know why? Because I have a daughter. So you have to look at the Luo thing of like I'm creating all this wealth for a girl who's going to because
Oh, so the
like
wealth will go.
tuiko like wife haiko comfortable with getting a second kid, and me right now as things are, I'm not in the financial whatever
Position.
ya ku have a second kid. So there's that. But sasa yake it's coming from like a place of trauma, like where she got a kid tukapata mtoi wetu, then like her closest cousin, like the one she was closest to, got pregnant, died while giving birth. And then after yeye, I think another girl that she knew got pregnant, died giving birth. So now you can try and imagine how much pressure had put her through akikumbuka huyu like waliongeaga naye we were like whoa, I remember like the cousin walikufa even when like my daughter was born, even they had to go for the funeral pamoja. They used to just talk with the girl and the girl was okay, goes to give birth, the most natural thing,
Aish.
dies. So now how do you put that same person in that mental space of pregnancy?
Yeah.
Unaona?
Na ilimu affect.
Ilimu affect. So kwangu niko zile za do I really want another kid? Najua it's one of those things where you want a son because now the way we are raised, where I feel like with a boy I can do 1 2 3, which I can't do with my daughter. But then I'm like, it's a modern world. I can't be the guy telling everyone it's a modern world, then turning and saying I need this.
Yeah.
So no, like I'm good.
That's the only question that I normally have, like, who will inherit my things. I've not sat down seriously to think, but it has crossed my mind, like, how about this particular nephew? How about this guy? But I don't know. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I guess I'm comfortable, man.
It's good. It's
It gives me a lot of freedom. There's so many things I do which I wouldn't have done if I had to. Number one, quitting my job on radio. I wouldn't have quit that arbitrarily. I was talking to you before we started recording. It was a very tough time. Between quitting my job and getting back on my feet. Because remember, I was there for like 2 years. I'd lost all my biashara contacts. They're dried up. Gigs, no one was calling me for gigs. I didn't have any new material for 2 years. So hakuna mtu anataka kukuita on stage. Gigs used to happen at night. Okay, me, I'm on radio from 7 to 10. So it was a dry period. At some point I actually sold my car just to keep things afloat, because also there's a question of how long can a woman keep food paying for the bills. Like in Afkanga point, she's like, what's it? Like she was with you when you were having the money, she was enjoying. Mulikuwa mnaenda ma place nini ma trip impromptu. But now when that money dries up, and then now you start telling, hey, by the way, there's a Shopee wiki. Like there's a limited number of times you can use that card.
There's always that thing where they'll tell you I don't mind, but you're always like Really?
Yeah.
Because there's always some dude trying to hit.
Yeah.
And that dude is ready to spend.
Yeah. And then that dude is patient.
Yeah.
Anakuanga tu hapo anangojea the right time.
Sindio?
They may hate those friends.
Yeah. Nazijuaga.
They're just lingering around.
And sometimes you know even friends ni these work husbands and
sinao
work.
wanakujanga as friends.
Yeah. So
Si wana mademo anasemanga huyo ni best yangu. Cheki, this is just my friend. Why are you jealous? Cheki, because I am a man. I know how he's thinking.
Yeah, I may always pull that shit of if God is jealous, who am I?
Nitaandika kwa notes zangu. Nitaichapa next time.
Yeah, if they tell you God iko jealous huku. So
it was really rough for around 5 months after Jobo. Maze no salo is coming in. There's no money coming in. So at some point I was like, all right. And then I got tired of, asking for a bill shop e-wiki. Like after a while it became like a broken record. So I sold my car, I sold it for some pittance, although it was an old school.
Yeah.
So nikauza hiyo gari, at least nikaenda shop, then shop nika come home. You want to prove you're a man. Ndo shopping. Kwani utaniambia nini? Kajaza fridge hapo. And then, but now luckily, right after I sold my car, because I had that channel of mine on YouTube. So I got some random guy who hadn't called me for almost a year.
Yeah.
Akaniita, akaniambia, hey, Manuel, I need you to help me with this real estate project that I've started, and I'll be sorting you out every month. I'm like, what? So that's how now I got out of that, that hole that I was in.
Yeah,
right?
Because sure you're mentally. It's a bit down.
Mentally is worse. And then me I live in Kite, uko ndani. Like getting out of there is expensive. Just getting out from the house to get to Tao, it's very, very expensive. So you're there, you're broke, and you're far.
Yeah.
Unajua kama unaishi say in South B, Mada, you can walk to where things are happening. Acha nitembe paka Tao, kuna biashara fulani inaweza unganisha. Na ukite uko ndani. So the only option was to move out of there to a nearer place, which I didn't want to do. But I just stuck it out. I stuck it out. The goodness of being a man who's I normally say when a man is down, never kick him. Because so long as he's breathing, na kona hiyo focus and he has a drive, he's going to get out of that hole. Eventually.
Yeah. So I think we didn't even we didn't dive into your media, whatever. So yako ilishaje? Like why did you quit? Because mine I didn't quit. I don't know if you kauli quit ama ulikuwa fired. My ass was fired, but I always tell people like
you were sent for ile letter.
Yes, what I hate about my shit is I saw it like 1,000,000 kilometers away, ikikuja tu naiona tu.
Uliona hiyo nini hiyo barua ikikam?
Niliona ikikam. Like mimi nakumbuka I used to do a show niko solo, si ndio? So I've been hired by this lady so to do the show. So I'm doing the show, then all of a sudden some new dude shows up and decides to bring a co-host. He's never worked on radio. This dude never worked on radio.
So he's a new boss.
Yeah, now a new boss to my boss. Comes and tells my boss, now this dude is going to have a co-host. So now we end up having the co-host, which I was cool with. It's not my company. It's all do what you want.
Yeah.
So now there's this day tunafaa to have a conversation to talk about the show. The new boss's office. So my immediate boss is not even being involved in this shit. So tumeteremka, then we find this dude eating ice cream. Nacheki. And he's like, yeah, this ice cream is so good. Then offers it to my co-host. Now I'm there with my dick. I'm there like, I'm not supposed to be in this room. Because this was before me too, but that's wrong.
Yeah.
Awezi patia, as a boss, you can't give a female employee your ice cream.
Ile nye yo spoon unatumia.
Muna share spoon, whatever. So that's the moment I was like, nothing to do with the girl, just the dude. Because I can't blame the girl.
Yeah.
So gives her the ice cream and I just knew hapa. Now I'm fucked.
Kuna something in hapa.
No, he wants to hit. Of
course. Intentions.
Like, yeah. So jile anaonyesha. And it just looked like those, like last motherfuckers.
Alikuwa na Oriya last.
Yeah, ile like this dude does not get enough pussy. You know those ones. They have money, but the gift of gab hakupewa. So I just saw it. So afterwards, and then he could never look me in the eye. Unajua as a boss you're supposed to be able kuangalia mtu like every time he talk to me he'd be looking but akibonga no dem anamwangalia and you can just see the lust in this motherfucker. This one is trying to hit
lastometer inalia.
So I saw that shit alafu your time me yangu ili happen vibaya kabisa. That's the time that my woman is pregnant. So now the kid is mtoya nakuja and I can see the job. So mtoya alifika May, I lost my job in January. Remember it was like January 15th got my freaking letter. And I always say like I handled it like a bitch because when I went to the office he was giving me the letter. I told him like you're full of shit. Like, I saw this shit coming. Ajua like kuna zile sikuona coming kama ya YFM. I didn't see that shit coming. Like it was handled in such a good way. Like by the time I was being told to fuck off I was like what? You see, and I feel like I like that better than when I can see it because it's the mental torture.
Because you never know like, the day.
You never know the day. But you know it's coming. And then hizo stations zikafungwa afterwards. And I was like, I knew. The mistake was not me. It was you. You couldn't run a radio station. Like after we left, kila kitu kafungwa. A few months later, grand opening, grand closing. So that was it. So that's the experience that I had. So yako sijui ilikuwaje?
No, mine was... like I was saying, when we were getting in, we used to do a show online with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
It used to be called it's somewhere on YouTube. It's called Bare Knuckles.
Yeah.
So what happened was I've had a very rough career in the history of my media. So I used to my friends were things for them were opening up. So tulikuwa pale Churchill show tunachapa mashow.
Yeah.
Hao wengine wanapata ma breakthrough unaona msee siku hizi akona my events nini. So at some point there's a time I was called by a buddy of mine, Kingori.
Yeah.
Kingori akaniambia sikuja the trend. So I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Things are now beginning. So nikaenda the trend, we're over there. It was Trend Talkers.
Yeah.
So I'm over there, doing my thing. Obviously, media is censored.
Yeah.
So there's a comment I made about we were talking about social media. So I said that if I have a baby, I wouldn't put my baby on social media. Okay? Because I feel like when the baby grows up, they'll be like, why did you put me on without my own permission? I think some celeb alikuwa amekam to kwa social media. So we were giving our opinions. So I was like, I can't put my baby online because, I wouldn't like to show my baby's nipples on on social media.
Yeah, that was your joke.
It's not even a joke. It was just a comment. I just said. It just came. All right? Which was true. I don't want my baby's nipples to be seen online. So now one of the hosts over there is like, why this guy is using this guy. In fact, she was saying she's tried to detach from that comment, So now they're trying. They twisted it so that now I said looking bad. I said, in fact, in my mind,
started
they're
looking
like,
pedophile.
yeah, ban. Paka watu kwa comment wameanza kuandika, this guy is a pedophile. You know the way you can say something. So I'm like, how was it twisted from that innocent comment to now ujamani pedophile?
How there's no astic that being called a pedophile.
Can you imagine?
Was that a jitete? I'm not a pedophile. I'm just a rapist. I'm just a rapist. But I'm not a pedophile.
So I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So my career at the Trend Talkers ikaisha tu hivyo because I wasn't really called back.
Yeah.
And then
easy.
And then that buddy of mine also was called to that same trend. Okay? But you see, the conversations they were having at that time were a bit young for a younger crowd. This guy is my age mate, sort of maybe 2 years younger. So at he didn't have an easy time there. So I was like, you guy, we have both been thrown out of this thing. Why don't we create our own thing? Why don't we get a camera?
Talk about baby nipples.
You can get a camera and then we just talk. The way we normally do. So we said that bare knuckles thing. But he didn't shika, Okay, the show was all right, but I think people were going through different struggles. My buddy had his own struggles. Me, I was doing my own thing. So we stopped shooting. But fast forward a couple of years down the line, these guys are starting a new radio station, and then they are looking for hosts. So one of the managers called my friend, said, hey, I want, because my friend now was back. He started doing TV shows. Alikuwa na come on Friday, kulikuwa na fulani on Friday asubuhi on KTN. So he called this guy and said, I want you to come because we are looking for a host. And then this guy sent him, you know, they say send your works that you've done. So one of the works he sent was ile show. Tulikuwa nafanya na hiyo bare knuckles. So now these guys saw me also. So it's like, these are the guy of yours. You guys are gelling. Why don't you guys come together and we do this show? Because it was a relationship show, you know, such stuff. So now that's how I got on radio. So it was me, my buddy, and some chick. But now immediately we got in, we realized the creative, you know, yo kitu ya creative control. We are being told what to say. You know, you can't go beyond a certain topic. Some of the people you're working with are being treated differently from you. Unajipata wase wengine wako leave wao kwa job. Like what the heck is going on? But now that wasn't a real problem. Because tulikuwa tu hapo kuchapa job. You know, actually that was the first time I had been employed in a company. I'm employed. But now this, you know, it became weird. Like the boss kept unatumiwa messaging in you're on air and you look at your phone like this. In fact, phone yako ikilia ilifika point fulani ilikuwa traumatic for your phone to buzz. Because unashika phone hivi umetumiwa message. What is that radio you're doing? That is nonsense. Zimeni yo kitu muende home. Just play music. So you read your phone, and you know, us guys are doing talk radio. You just talk for like 2 hours, and then phone calls for the last hour. So if you get a message like that, it really affects your mental state, because this is your boss. So after a while, we were like, this is nonsense. So we co-signed over, you know, that arrangement. You know, the co-host and me and my pal. You know, there's a day my pal was there on radio alone. Alafu he said something that apparently he was not supposed to reveal about the co-host we were with. So now when he asked, the boss was always on the side of this chick. All right? But always on the side of that chick. So us guys were like, this is crap. You know? Because we had complained so many times about that working environment. So after a while, you're like, I don't need to be here. I'm a grown man. My habits are already formed. I don't need another guy to, you know, tell me what I should and should not do, or what I should not be happening. Because tulikuwa na chapa job. Like that, your show ilikuwa imeanza like it was going up. It was up there. It was one of the best shows on the station at that time. So this guy told my pal not to come back to work. I said that we usirudi job. Hey. So even me, I was like, sasa why amekuambia usirudi job? So even me, I was like, hata mi sirudi job.
Oh, okay.
You get? So we both just quit. You know? Because the thing that if you're firing this guy arbitrarily like that, even me eventually, you know, the hammer will hit me. You know, because sasa mi, kwanza mi nigebaki nigekaliwa saa proper. So I just decided to leave. Like, it was... I'm supposed to go back to work on Monday, and on Friday, that crap happened on Friday, and Saturday we are like, let's not go back to that place. So that's how we left. And, you know, obviously, you know, this guy is being asked, hey, did you tell this guy not to come back? They lie. These guys lie and say, Pana, I didn't tell him not to come back. I just said that was a bad thing that you did on the air. Like, you are I saw the message. You told him not to come back. So... we just ended up, you know, we tried to have a back and forth with HR, but hatukuelewana. Obviously, HR is on the side of their colleagues. So me nika leave.
No, okay. Yeah, because mainstream media is tricky, man. Like,
no, it's but I think it's really rough, especially Kenyan mainstream media. If you hear the stories people tell, number one, to maintain their jobs, like the toxicity behind the mic is just too intense. You know, like mtu unasikia, you know, you hear about companies where you have to sleep with certain managers.
Like
in order to maintain your job.
Girls go through it. Because girls will always have this one dude who's trying to fuck.
And those guys so horny though.
alafu unajua Kenya hakuna mitu unajua ile mitu ya US like they can't survive most of these bosses would never survive
mazee wase kaa pen nilikuwa nafanya job most of the management walikuwa third floor like what the heck is going on there but not the horny levels in these companies man cause ukisikia stories zao madem hata madem wa you know for example chicks who do simple things like makeup you know they start telling you mazemi I work here but there's a certain boss who really is on my case every week anataka kunimanga so like mzee kuzukono mzee yenye anaka mzee polite but you're like so you're right it's, chicks go through the most okay dudes also go through the most because you can find I'm working say with you and a chick and maybe the chick has to I don't know why she's doing it but she has to date one of the bosses to maintain the job all right so you know so now my relationship with this me and you our relationship gets strained with this chick okay so the reason I'm saying dudes also go through the most is now this male boss is now you know sort of oppressing these other two innocent guys just because of how they are not treating they are not treating his mpango hapo kando unaona so we you know men tunasemanga sijui boy child stick together but due to you know this ponani thing you're just treating your fellow man like crap
so like I went through your shit basically where I don't know if yours was banging the nini but mine wanted to bang I don't think he banged but I was caught najua kale ka stray bullet kakaniget now my career is over you see because this dude wants to fuck this girl and I'm just maybe standing in the way maybe he feels like I'm interested najua because mi kuna kuagana zile za like at some point I was very focused like nikiingia hii place najua I'm coming to work I'm not coming to look for pussy the minute I leave that building now I'm looking for pussy unacheki but nikiwa pale but now you come you get this horny dude because like ours was this like horny asshole like just really wanted to fuck this girl I don't think he fucked her like if you put a gun to my head I'd say he didn't fuck her but sasa me I don't know if maybe every time alikuwa like huyu mtu vulana spend time na udem anaweza omba apatiwe lazima aende they're like I have a kid on the way so as a dude I suffered so najua hiyo siwezi sema like nini I'm just saying that girls nile they go through the harassment but mostly men sisi nakuga ile consequences because hata consequence inaweza happen ile let's say this girl smiles at you sindio and this asshole who's most probably very insecure sees that you're losing your job you know that something is going to happen like this guy is rude he's like hey Buddha there's nothing I did and then
these NGOs NGOs those chicks zenye wanapitianga mas and what you're saying is right because see us guys are now we just get fired and when you're fired that means your income is gone that means you can't provide at home you know you have a mother who is old in Ocha unamtumianga part of that cut so you can imagine the amount of people who have been affected by your level of horniness you know you just want to bang a certain chick and it affects everyone
else
around you man
I cut off your dick that's what it says in the Bible dude
just you know take a shower ama chapa masturbate in the morning ndio like, kujeka uko soba uko na post nut clarity so you're like thinking clearly
like I really hate nini mpaka musemaga like eventually it's a blessing in disguise like the way the internet has come up because also pia for some of us like who have a different opinion and want to do things in a different way we want to experiment that mainstream nini is not our space acheki like uona vile tu ulisema vile tulianza joking about herpes kaswende you can't do this on air
you can't do that on
so kuna hiyo alafu pia hilo like even the way you talked about fertility I don't think unaweza kama tawambwe now you know you're not a professional so don't even tell us about your you no you see this is radio you're never supposed to tell people about yourself it's about the audience
yes
the audience will relate to me
exactly
unajua if I tell them my true story so kuna hizo like elements zote zile you look at them and you're like, this is bullshit. And but
I wish we could rise above some of these things, so that if we're on radio, we just have authentic artists, wasanii wenye wanaweza ongea freely. I think if you attracted someone in your office, man, that's fine, but if we can rise above that, such that it then now start affecting your the lives people. Of people who are just there to work. Like guys, artists are very pure guys. They just want to go to work and work. Alafu akipata do yake, like there's no sweet money like do ya usanii because umeicreate.
Alafu ni kitu neza ambia watu, mwambia watu like I consume a lot of Kenyan content, and when I'm consuming it, I don't always agree with people 100%. So msekana ni mwambia watu, like his views on women and relationships is very different from mine. Naitwa Kibe. But his views on work and money, we align kabisa. Like there's this thing alikuwa nabonga juu ya the difference between Larry Madowo and Mark Masai. Akisema the way he feels Mark Masai got too comfortable. That the salary can make you so comfortable that you don't see how powerful you are. Because alikuwa nasema like, look at how Larry grew. Like Larry, just started as a presenter. Everyone forgets that. But then the trend ilianza, he was able to just maintain this online community. That akatoka hapo akaenda BBC, akatoka BBC akaenda CNN, saizi ko CNN sindio? Nacheki. So alafu all this time mtuka Mark yuko, he got comfortable because ile check ina come every month.
I think that comfortability is what's going to even kill mainstream, because mainstream media is dying a slow death. And the reason it's dying is it's not adapting. They have a form of adaptation. You want to post video kadhaa, but they're not going full into how this new thing is happening. And you see, when you talk about mainstream media not adapting, there are also people inside. So uko na staff member uko ndani mwenye anasema hapana mi YouTube hapana.
Kuna ule alijoin uko 1982 just after the coup. Ukimwambia join internet, sisi tunajua KBC was taken over. KBC was unajua try to imagine a coup what take over KBC. We've taken over the nation. No one has even watched.
Can you imagine that?
But tulisema tumetake over.
But
did you tweet?
When I was on radio, there was a time the management was calling us to tell us not to have YouTube channels.
Oh shit.
They were killing our own channels. Ati kama uko job, you can't do a live stream. Ati because that's property which belongs to the company. So there's a time they called us for a meeting. So in the meeting I'm like, if somebody finds me on the internet on my channel but I'm on this radio station, maybe they don't know about the station but they know me. So by knowing me, they are gonna know now the station. Watasema so kumbe naweza shika umse kwa hii station. So ni kama kuna mindset. There's a problem for those guys to survive. They have to fire all those guys. They have to fire all those what after 2 millennials fulani.
Kana sikia at hizi vernacular ones, they've become so paranoid because what's happening is a lot of people are going to vernacular stations, especially the Kikuyu stations. And because these are Kikuyu, you just become famous in one day. So wanaenda pale wana join, and then after they just build their online community, and then wanaenda pale wako like esuniongeza salary ati hapana, then wanahepa wanaendelea kwenda na YouTube.
So now they are trying to make them not to have stations.
They want to kill that
YouTube channels.
Because wanashindwa like how do we control
maze? You can't control hiyo kitu maze.
Alafu pale ni place watu wanaweza kaa chini wabonge honest opinion.
Bana maze, you can't control. I think you can work with it instead of trying to control it. You'd rather have an internet superstar who's getting you listeners on your channel than trying to funga you can't. Like wezi control hiyo kitu. The whole world is going online maze.
I think kitu inawadanganya ni wako na hii perception that there is no way the rural audience will ever embrace the internet. They have this very stupid because mushinda nikiwaambiaga, kumbuka at some point internet ilikuwaga 10 bob per minute. I think everyone here ushaitumia internet. Do you remember that?
It was Africa Online.
10 bob per minute. Tuko tunaingia pale, by the time unafungua email kwangwa ile job uli apply kama umepata reply 100 bob is gone. Right now with 100 shillings you're getting a lot of internet. Yes, and you're getting more than 1 hour of internet.
I tell you what I used to do kitambo nilikuwa naenda kwa cyber mazi alafu unaenda kwa torrent alafu unaona hizi mangono za nini you look for a porn and then you leave the torrent download
in the background.
So unaiacha ikidownload unaenda hey, unarudi after like 8 hours to transfer that thing. I think ilikuwa kulikuwa na floppy disk kama ilikuwa flash disk ilikuwa kama CD and then now you go and watch it somewhere else like it was that expensive.
Because I remember mimi nilikuwa naendaga Norwich Union kulikuwa na kamjaka fulani huko juu.
Uko 7th floor. I
think it was 5th floor or 7th floor. Yeah, one of the two. And
I think it was 7th because I see you there.
Yeah. You used to see me there. So I come say, Mika alikuwa like, hey, bona, don't start downloading right now. So now I'd come later, like in the evening, nakuja, and all this was for my 9 to 5. What people don't know, like my 9 to 5, I'd go, do the show, I think show inaisha like around 1 p.m. And then nenda home, nikae home, paka maybe around 6:37. Then I come to Tao so that I can download music that I'm going to play for people the next day. So I'm doing all this. Do you think this, like the boss gives a fuck?
I don't care, man.
Like, when it's time to fuck off, you're like, hey, fuck you, where is she? And umepatia hii, alafu hiyo time wanakuambia, like, I think kuna ile joke flani Rapture alikuwa na make, anasema like the way, have you ever noticed, like these very big companies, when they are laying off staff, they look for wale watu salary zao ni ndogo kabisa. Like they'll never go for like, we are not making a profit, this asshole is paid $1 million. They won't go for this $1 million. Who are 15k in the your position has become redundant.
Your position is no longer tenable.
And then you fire these big people, what happens? They close down the thing.
True. That's why I always wonder why they're firing these guys and not management. Shida iko management. If we are always in a hole, like kila saa udere anatuingiza kwa shimo fulani. Nafika hapo Eldama Ravine karibu tuingie kwa nini, kwa hiyo inaitwaje hiyo ravine. Tukifika huko mbele we almost crashed something else. Why is it not the manager being fired? Why are you firing these other guys?
In football, inakuaga?
It doesn't make sense.
Football, Harry Maguire is safe. It's the manager. Keep changing.
The problem is with the manager. That's why I really wonder about even these recent redundancies. Chujeni awase wazai.
Wako juu. Alafu, the first thing inaenda kuhappen ni, ukichuja like 2 or 3 of them, you already have a whole year salary for the staff that you have left.
The regular guys.
Yes. And now you can work with this.
Because these guys are paid a lot of money, man.
And they know nothing. And they're still stuck in the
They know nothing, but they're still instructing you on how to do the thing that you're doing. So the thing I took about Mark Masai and not having a YouTube, I think all these guys, if you're on media and you don't have a channel, you're risking your life.
Yeah, you're risking your life.
You're risking your life. Like utajipata place fulani crazy, you know? And most of these guys, most of these big podcasters like you guys now, there's a guy I was telling you about. No, you guys are big. Mark G. There's a guy called Mark G in South Africa. Podcast and Chill. All these guys used to work on radio and they were fired. You know, they were told to go away.
Go fuck
you know,
yourself,
and then they go. They just start this thing once a week and upload. Pole too. These guys become the biggest podcaster ever. All right. So now it's hard. You know, Kitambo, if I am your boss, you're working under me and I fire you, nimekumaliza. And mostly these guys, sadly, that's why they're firing you. They want to finish you. Wanataka ukitoka hapo uishe alafu uko example to the other guys wenye wamebaki. Chiki unajua nani mwafa alikuwa hapa nikamvuta job. Sasa ako chini. That's what they want to do. But now with the internet, you can't finish an artist right now. You'll fire him, but he'll start his channel, he'll get his audience, he'll monetize his channel, he'll start getting a website. Nowadays guys are doing websites. People will come to that website.
Like on the day we are shooting this, there's a post that Alai posted and it was both inspiring and depressing. Leo post ya Alai ati possible earnings za Andrew Kibe. Just go. Do you follow him on Facebook? And uangalie.
I follow him.
Like, and you look at now his bosses, former bosses, if they see that, they'll get depressed. They'll bang their heads against the wall. Like, we never paid this guy this amount of money. Now he's making more than we ever paid him. And he's free.
He's free.
Kimoja ile susa hawigijia self-employment. The freedom. Like, you have that sort of freedom where, like, you can wake up ile time unataka. Uneza nini, but more than that, you can just express yourself.
And then also, like, you know, the stress. Like, you know, I said gaining weight. I was very thin guy. Hata ukiangalia video zangu just maybe 2 years ago. I was very thin. But ever since now I got out of radio and my thing started now working. When I got back on track, I've even gained some weight. Hata ubeste yangu tulikuwa nafanya naye job. I forwarded him one of his photos tukiwa job. I'm like, you looked so sad here. Sasa alikuwa ameisha anakasijua aje meno aziko white. I'm like, this guy was stressed. So he told me alikuwa stressed daily. Because you see, radio is not as easy as it looks.
It looks easy.
We work 3 hours in the evening, but the whole day, especially for us doing talk radio, in the morning you're thinking about what you'll be talking about in the evening, because you don't want to just talk nonsense when you're on air. And then in the afternoon, you'll be, like me in Kitengela, I'll be moving myself from Kite to the... I used to have to be at Jobo at 5. So I'm there by 5. So it takes your whole day. All right? On so the only free day you have is Saturday. So Saturday you can relax kidogo, but normally unataka tu kulala. Sunday you're thinking about your topics for the whole week. So there's no, it's not an easy job. So to make it easier, unajua mimi ningefanya nini? Number one, I'd be paying artists really well. Like msanii akikam to work for me on a radio station, I pay them well. Then I make sure they have a nice car. Like that's what they do in SA. The artists are treated really well. You get a nice car. You make sure it's like a bank. So since now you work for this company, you can't be, you know, jumping into maths with guys. Right? You're supposed to be advising guys in the evening. You can't be squeezing with them. So this job comes with a car. You will deduct it a certain figure from your salo, but you show the guy that you really, really appreciate him. Because these guys have put the station, they think the station is above the act. But the act is the one holding up the pillar holding up the station. So you have to treat them really, you treat them the way Americans treat their celebrities. They pay them well. You know, they pay them on time. They don't start deducting their salos. Like during COVID, maze salos zetu zilianza kuchongwa ba. And and I'd worked for 6 months. COVID ndio hiyo. So you salo imereduciwa.
The boss became a sculptor.
What the heck? Like what the heck is this? So we need to treat our artists better, pay them well, all right? And then if they want to start their channels, that's a complimentary thing to their station. Like it's not competitive. Look at these guys were Breakfast Club. Kina Shalaman the God. This guy has his radio station early in the morning. Akitoka anaenda kufanya hiyo Brilliant Idiots. He has some TV shows. From I think he does some
Comedy
BET
Central,
shows.
Hell of a Week.
But here you want to press the guy no ufanye a feel ni kama without the company this guy is nowhere to be seen. So I think that's what happened. That's what created this Andrew Kibe right now. You know, now he's doing really well with his own channel. And you know, there are so many guys coming up really, really fast. And you guys, you guys are one of those voices who are really, really needed. Alafu nyi mnachapanga tu, you know, Sheng. So you have a wider reach, you know. So I think we are a good place kama wasanii. But pia tusikuwe na njaa ya pesa immediately. The money is going to come, but it's going to come eventually as you work every single day. Right? But if you're hungry to make money today now,
don't usijaribu history yetu. Usithubutu. Itakudepress. Because you'll go online kama sisi, like if you go online and you look at the bigger people, wacha Kibe aliamua 0 corporates, si ndio? So he does not want anything to do with the corporate world, etc. But now sisi hatujai make decision kayo. If a corporate came, be cool. If it does not come, be cool also. And now when you look at the ones who've gone corporate, they're making money. Unajua mpata check ya hii, check ya hii.
Maodi bet nini.
Unacheki. So kuna hiyo ile ukiona watu, it's either going to make you work harder or you can give up. You can be like, I'll never make their money. Because sasa this is now where it comes to the thing of being an entrepreneur. Where are you ready to put in the work? Are you ready to be patient? Because it does not come in one day.
Have you had corporates start approaching you? Not yet, huh?
I think kuna like betting company that had written, like one of the people had written, then never wrote back. So tumekuona kama hao. But
I love the way nowadays you can monetize your audience, huh? Like you can have your audience either through those super chats and stuff like that. They can partner with you. Me, I feel like that's the best. Like for me, honestly, if I could just have a way of, like even with comedy, you know, comedy, our scene is very underground. Hatuna ma sponsor. as of now. We don't have sponsors.
Yeah.
We only make money through ticketing.
Yeah.
Okay? So the goodness with that is it's given us a very independent voice. So I can do a joke about anything, you know. I can talk about anyone, you know, without necessarily losing my bag. Because corporate flani mesema, you guys should not talk about these things.
Yes.
So corporate comes with some limitations.
Najua.
Wataanza curate content yako. Like, hey, msee manu ulimleta, man, I don't like his conversation. You know, if you could just have less of such people. So I think it's a double-edged sword. But for me, ideally, if it was an ideal world, if I could live my life just with making money without corporates, maybe directly through the audience, directly through live shows, you know, I think that would be a more ideal life for me. And then another thing, I feel like websites are also becoming a thing. Yeah. Because you see, even YouTube pia iko na limitations. Kuna vitu wezi ongelea. Otherwise you'll be cancelled. Alright? Or someone may just accuse you of something and then you get dropped off.
Najuaga hizo.
You get. So now I feel like artists are now directing their craft to a website. You know, so you just go to that site, you can watch the Iko Nini, whatever. You can you know, that's how Louis CK survived. After his masturbation gaffes,
walimwanzia za ovyo kuzia ya Louis CK. It never made any sense. Najua like this dude jacked off. Ama he pulled his dick out, and after pulling his dick out, what is this big deal? Now he's losing his livelihood. Hakufungia dem akamwambia tusitoke kwa room. The girl could have left at any moment. But sasa ikakuwa ni hivyo, nikaka kansoliwa, but I think your live shows and everything akaweza kunini. So
hizi ma dollar bills ni mob.
Watu wanatengeneza doa hapa. Alafu sasa tujua
20k?
Between
dollars.
Yes.